Have you ever stayed in a job you hated, accepted less pay than you deserve, or constantly second guess yourself? It's not because you're not capable, it's because you've been conditioned to believe certain things about your worth, your role, and what's possible for you. And most of the time, we've not even realized it's happening. This conditioning hold many women back from taking the step to start their own online business and break free from the conditioning and to get the life that you truly want and deserve. Let's talk about it. My name is Catherine Allen, and I help women who feel stuck or unfulfilled create more freedom and purpose by building a profitable online business without giving up the security of your job until you're ready. Conditioning happens to all of us. It's becoming aware of the conditioning and breaking free from it. There is a conditioning behind be grateful that you have a job. Why does it exist? This stems from scarcity based messaging, often passed down by previous generations who faced limited opportunities. It was meant to ensure safety and survival, especially for women who were historically excluded from the workforce. Let me tell you how it shows up. You stay in a toxic environment because at least I have a paycheck. You may also feel guilty for wanting more money, more time, more respect, or purpose. How can you reframe that messaging or that thinking? Gratitude and growth can coexist. You can be grateful and still desire more. You deserve a career that honors your skills, not just one that pays your bills. So if you find yourself giving into that kind of thinking and messaging, try to break free from it and to reframe your thinking. Another conditioning that we experience is you have to work twice as hard to be taken seriously. Why does that conditioning message exist? Historically, women, especially women of color, but all women, had to overcompensate in a male dominated field to earn respect. How does this show up? It shows up by overworking, being burnt out, never feeling like you've done enough. You're also trying to tie your worth to your productivity. This is what leads to that burnout. How can you break free from that kind of conditioning? You can do so by reframing the way that you're thinking. You don't have to earn your worth. It already exists. Your value isn't in how much you do, it's in who you are and what you bring to the table. Here's another conditioning that exists. Don't rock the boat. Be nice, be agreeable. Why does this exist? A lot of women were raised to prioritize being liked over being respected. Another kind of, it exists also because assertiveness in women has been labeled as difficult or bossy. That's the messaging we've heard and we've experienced. How does this show up? It shows up by not asking for a promotion, avoiding conflict or speaking up, or it could also show up as dimming your voice in meetings. If you've experienced this and this is your existence, this is how you can reframe that thinking and that messaging. You weren't born to be small. Being assertive is not being aggressive. Speaking up is not being ungrateful. It's being honest and empowered. So if you find yourself being conditioned this way, reframe your thinking, and so that you can experience something different. Here's another conditioning that exists. Success means climbing the corporate ladder. Why does this exist? For many years, the only model of success was linear: get the job, climb the ladder, retire. That is such old conditioning. It does not exist now. It's very difficult to even get a job, much less if your desire is to climb the ladder. What it takes now is twice as hard as what it was in the past. How does this show up? It shows up by feeling ashamed to pivot or start something new. You've been conditioned to believe a job title, working for a big name company. That is where your value and your worth lies. Just It's a conditioning that will keep you stuck. It will prevent you from starting your own business to bring your value, to get compensated and respected for your own worth and what you can bring to the table. It also shows up by judging yourself for wanting to leave a good job to do something that aligns with your soul. Because of that, many women will not even consider the possibility that you can start your own business because you don't want to pivot from that good job. And of course, I'm not suggesting that you would just quit your job, but if you have a desire for something different, you can start it and build it and leave it if that's something that you want to do. But the conditioning of not starting something new because you have this good job, it holds a lot of women back. How can you reframe that thinking or conditioning? Success is personal. You get to redefine it. You can choose peace, purpose, impact, or freedom as your new metrics, not just promotions or titles. It's in your power to do that. What excites you? What makes you just want to jump out of bed on a Monday morning and get started? You don't have to be stuck with the conditioning that and the messaging that you've had for years. If you've always had a desire to do something different, it is outside of the field or career that you're in. It's something that you fear that your friends and your families and your colleagues would say, "Oh my goodness, why is she doing that?" It's because you want to. It serves your purpose, and you know you have the skill and ability to make it what you want to make it. There's another conditioning that is selfish to prioritize yourself. Why does this exist? Women have often been raised to be caretakers, nurturers, and supporters to everyone else except yourself. How does this show up? It shows up by feeling uncomfortable investing in your own growth or desires. It also shows up by putting your needs last, even in your career. How can you reframe this thinking and this messaging? Self-prioritization is not selfish. It's necessary for your own self-care. When you take care of your needs, your dreams, and boundaries, everyone around you benefit as well. So it is not being selfish to prioritize your physical and mental health, because when you stay in work environments that are impacting your mental health, it could also impact your physical health, vice versa. It's very important to Take care of yourself and not give in to the conditioning that is selfish to do so. If this hit home for you, I want to invite you to explore what's possible outside of the old programming. I talked earlier about I help women to start their own online business. This is what I did when corporate America was no longer serving me. I experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of the years weren't bad, but overall, because of the many years of dealing with microaggression, playing the game of corporate, and becoming someone else that I needed to become to survive, it took its toll on me and I could no longer do it. So I started my business with doing something that I truly love, and that is helping women deal with the things that we deal with. And I did that by becoming a life coach. But I also wanted to help women to free themselves from environments, work environments that were not serving you well. So I brought the two together, life coaching and digital marketing. And that is how I can help you. If you have been a victim of these conditionings and you are ready to break free, I would love to help you by offering my service to help you start your own online business. I have two routes. If you are someone who just simply want to have a digital product and to just sell a digital product, I have a course below that will help you to do that and to start selling your digital products, your online business. Check the link below for the course to learn how you can just resell a digital product. Now, if you are someone who comes from corporate or any other sector, education, medical, government, and you want to bring your skill set to start an online business, I can help you as well. And I do have a link below so that we can actually talk about it. It is also in the description below to book a call so that we can actually chat about that. So either way, whatever route seems to be the one for you, do check it out below with the links. I thank you for coming by to watch this video. Give this messaging serious consideration and see where you need to make adjustment, because not only will it be good for your health, it would also help you to create the life that you want and desire. I am by no means suggesting that you up and quit your job, but I am suggesting that you look at how you can create a strategy to get the life that you want. So I invite you to come back to my channel. I will have other videos to help you on that path to creating the life that you want. I thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next video.